Radio, KWN.
All right, on KWN, we have made it to 40 degrees. I feel like we're warming up out there. We got a heat wave going on. It was 31 here this morning at the studios of KWN, so we were below freezing. One of the things that I saw Huntsville yesterday, their high temperature in Huntsville was 51 degrees, and that's the coldest April the 21st they had ever recorded in Huntsville. So the high temperature yesterday was the coolest they had ever had yesterday on April the 21st, and it was only 51. I don't know what it's going to get today, but we did have below freezing temperatures this morning. As we head into the next segment, which is our Newsmakers segment, we welcome Billy Massengale. He is our road superintendent for Dade County. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning, Evan.
You are the man with a plan. A lot of times we get to talk to the politicians. Now we get to talk to somebody that actually does the work there on the roads, and I say that in your behalf because you do a great job. I wanted to talk with you on several projects, but I guess the biggest one's going on now is County Road 6.
County Road 6. It's been it's been a big one, but we winding it down. Yesterday I actually cut the grade for the paving. We got to do some work on our ditches, and we don't pour some boxes. Don't have a concrete ditch on the left side going up on the lower part. Good weather, 2 to 3 weeks we should be out.
All right. Well, I tell you what, it's been when you first went in there, this is something that has been an issue on, I guess for decades, really. You go back to the fact that when that road was first built, it was a state road, and they basically didn't want to maintain that road. The county decided, okay, we think it's good enough to be able to maintain it on a county level, and has. But when you first got in there and started this process of shoring up the side of the mountain, if you will, you found how many feet of asphalt that had been laid down on County Road 6?
It was between 4 and 5 foot of asphalt.
Wow. And a normal asphalt paving is, what, 2 inches?
Anywhere from 3 to 5.
3 to 5 inches. So, there you can do the math. If you got 5 feet of asphalt, you can see how many times that it's been paved over and paved over, and you've done it since you've been here at the county several times.
Yes, in the past 17 years, we put approximately maybe 6 inches on it, 8 at the most. So prior to 17 years, there's been a lot of asphalt dumped in, a lot.
Well, this, County Road 6 is being done primarily like Burkhalter Gap was years ago.
Correct.
Years ago, Burkhalter had a very similar problem, and y'all were able to go in with county, with the work of the county and Mr. Wallen and his group, and drive steel rods down into the ground, sure up the side of the mountain, and Burkhalter's held up pretty well.
Yes, we've not had no problem. Up here on County Road 6, we've actually bored 40 foot hole and put 12-inch with half-inch webbing pylons in, and they're encased in 30 inches of concrete. Then we have a 12-inch concrete footer back to the center of the road, plus our wall. The only way it can go anywhere now, the mountainside has got to go 50 foot below the road back to the other side of the road. This is a permanent fix. This ain't a patch.
All right. Well, that is great news. County Road 6, or the official name is White Oak Gap. White Oak Gap Road is the official county name. The number is 6, and it's just like a lot of folks, they picked up and talked about hey, County Road 6, but it's a County Road number 6, but the official name is White Oak Gap, and that particular gap, and I'll get into a big history lesson, is significant in the Civil War. Because that's where a lot of the troops that came over from the Bridgeport area came down through White Oak Gap and come off the mountain that way. I think that's an interesting thing. So that beaten path, so to speak, has been around for a long time.
Speaking a long time, I know people think it takes us a little longer. It is taking longer than we anticipated. Once we got in, we found pipes and drainage system that was built into the road that nobody was aware of. There's no type of record. We found actually 24-inch and 8-inch pipe running longitudinal with the road up and down. It had catch bases out in the middle of the road, which nobody was aware of, which had been abandoned years ago.
Well, I can see something like that. I mean, obviously, you've been here, I think you said 17 years, but you look at, we were just talking about the beaten path there at White Oak Gap has been there coming off the mountain, folks in different forms of transportation for decades.
Back in the wagon days.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, there's been a lot of things that they've tried to patch that road. And so probably 3 to 4 weeks, weather permitting, that road's going to be open. It'll be brand new, and I think the folks can be proud that the fact that road's going to be there for a long time to come.
Like I say, it should have been there, or should be for a long time to come, which we're fortunate to be able to do it. We've got a couple of contractors in the county, which Frank Wallen and actually Bill, they've helped us on it and helped with some of our engineering. There's no way this county could afford to hire that out. Going up 136 through the gap back in, early 80s or late 70s, they done a $6.2 million job there, and we don't be out of this less than $1 million.
There you go.
And we've done a lot more.
Absolutely, and for those that travel 136, I know the state has, and it's not your department, but you're probably very well aware, or they've looked at that area, because there's several areas down around the Little Lou's venue and that area that is starting to drop on 136 West.
They are. We met with the state, Ted and I and Robert, probably 3 to 4 weeks ago, and showed them some of the areas they wasn't aware of them or didn't know. And they've been up doing some drilling and coring, so hopefully we'll see something on that pretty quick.
Well, that'll be good. Heavy traveled roads up and down all of our mountains, but especially on Sand Mountain, getting up to the North Alabama area that come through here on a daily basis. Real quick, I want to talk with you about the transfer station. You're over the transfer of our waste. Got a tire amnesty day, and I know you've worked over the years with Commissioner Bradford, who's no longer with us, and he kind of put this together as far as a tire amnesty. But we got one coming up.
We got one on me coming up. What is it? May 1st. May the 1st.
That's only Saturday.
You'll be able to bring 20 tires in at a time, and we should have some trustees and some help to help unload them. And it's not for business; it's for homes. A lot of people have tires laying around their houses.
Right.
And I understand that. If I've had new tires put on, well, I'm gonna save this tire. I might need it later on. It becomes garbage, but it's unreal at the amount of tires that come in on an amnesty day. Unreal.
The makeup day is the 8th.
In case it rains, is that the only reason? Or
in case it rains.
Really bad weather. Like if it sprinkles, we're still going to do
okay.
it.
If it's stormy, it'd be the 8th, May the 8th.
But yeah, I mean, even on a storm, normally the transfer station's open.
It's open.
You got to be outside to take all these tires
right.
in, so you don't want to put a lot of people out in the weather. So
no.
If it's pretty good weather that day, then of course May the 1st, and then May the 8th is the rain or makeup day. A lot of things going on. We get into summertime. Won't be long before you have to get the mowers blades sharpened and
they're ready to go. If weather stays like it is now, 2 to 3 weeks we'll start mowing. If we have this morning, it was 27 degrees at my house at 5:30 when I left. So
this is blackberry winter, Billy.
It is blackberry winter, and
I said that to somebody the other day who was somebody that had moved into the area, and I can't. That this is blackberry winter, and they just said, "Y'all got so many winters down here." And I said, "Well, yeah, we had the blooming of the magnolia, a few weeks ago. Dogwood winter. That's thank you. The dogwoods were blooming, and you got dogwood winter, and now blackberry. Blackberries are blooming, so that's why we had to have blackberry winters right on time.
Right. We usually don't start mowing after this. It'll knock it back a little bit, slow it down for a few days, but we're geared up. We got all our machinery ready to go.
Absolutely. So, and this should be our cold snap. This should be our last one.
It'll be close.
We should be starting to warm up, and we may hit some 40s and low 50s as we get closer into the spring and summer. But this should be our last freezing day or two that we.
Hopefully, it will be.
Absolutely, I hope so too. Billy, thank you so much, and I know that you stay on top of things. And let me just say, you and your crew do not get a lot of recognition where recognition is need to be given. With heavy winds, with rainstorms, you and your crew are out middle of the night at a drop of a hat. They call, and you do a lot of things other than just working, on the roads
on a sunny day.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a team effort. It can't be done without everybody participating. There's no big eyes and little U's where we at. Everybody equal, and everybody works together on our road crews. We got a good group of men working for us.
We thank you very much. Billy Massengale, he is the road superintendent for Dade County, and also not only on our road department, but also over our transfer station. We thank you, sir, for coming in and updating us. A lot of great information there.